Hello and welcome back everyone to Lies of P Overture. We finished the third chapter and now we're gonna be going on to the fourth one. I thought we're pretty close to the pretty close to completing it, but it doesn't seem
Any
like
enemy
that's
of
the
the
case. There seems to be quite a bit more.
Well met.
Okay, let me see if I can use this. Okay, I think I'll replay the game on the PS5 at some point. That time, I think I should take all weapons. I shouldn't be taking these, shouldn't be taking amulets. I don't really use these, but I didn't want to take the weapons which were motivity focused. But yeah, there is no trophy for that. There I'm going to be trophy hunting. Over here, not really trophy hunting much. Anyway, let us continue. Sealed Arm of God's altar. That does remind me of Simon Manus, the Awakened God, right? It is very similar. What's next? There is quite a lot left, I think. I saw some walkthrough right now, which shows how far in I am. I'm right around the halfway point, it looks like. I was under the impression that I've seen a lot. And yes, I would say that this is at least at the quality of the base game. It has everything that I like about the base game. Maybe I was a bit rusty when it was difficult. I actually think that this difficulty at the start was way more than the difficulty of as you progress through the game. And there is a ton more variety in the environments and stuff, which I really like. I like that they were creative enough with the animal designs and stuff, but then after that they didn't hesitate to move away from that, which was really cool. Also, the damage output was very low, and it was super duper slow with the boss. That's why when I switched... Wow, I just got distracted from what I was saying. I think, what was I saying? Yeah, I was saying that the weapon damage was super slow, and I felt like I was doing damage at a very slow rate to the boss, way slower than usual, which is why I switched into the Dragon's Words, and then I felt like it was moving somewhat proportionately.
If you've received this message, then I'm like either I have been cut down by a blade, and I have if he gets any foolish ideas about exacting revenge and tell him.
To my dearest and most, I wish I could personally see your face this very... I trust there isn't... You took many things from me. Are all on you. You heard it correct. For in that moment, my dear, all humans are intrigued. Yet, one can never be too careful. So, my dear Stock, life, when you have listened to this, I have something you want back.
still have time. Leia must be headed to the Rose estate. If we can save Leia and Romeo, I think this is our shot at changing things.
Are those seagulls? Wow. That is the Aurora Borealis, isn't it? I know it's supposed to look beautiful, but they have overdone the lights to make it very vibrant. And oh no no no! That takes away from how it looks, actually, in my opinion. Which was a bit more subtle. Like right now, I'm just seeing very less of the Aurora. I think it's just like some sort of 2D sprite. Maybe that also makes it look lower quality than, you know, what would ideally want to see. But it is not as visually pleasing as Skyrim. That was cool. I haven't really focused much on chords this time. Doesn't work. It makes it feel so much weirder. Just no, not sure that no, big no on the rolling, no. Oh wait, I think this is something that I can have. No such thing as too much defense.
left them here, we put that aside. Leia's, so...
Indeed, it feels... But hey, what do I know? I'm just...
Up and explore that place because I haven't checked that out. Be playing again with the bow for some time. I don't know. I want to swap. I want to move around with this a bit. like how the game is balanced around control as well. That could not have been easy. I start spamming, then I really have to know that, yeah, I'm safe for those few seconds, otherwise I end up getting hit. Otherwise I shouldn't spam and I should control my shots. Like that. Is that him? Okay. Sure, I guess. But for this space, I think a bow is not a very good option. Why do I not have that? Did I use it already? I didn't realize that I... What? realized that I had used that. I think I need to... Those wish stones are consumables, I think. Skillful running. Okay, I have 6,000. I don't think I'll need quite that much. Vigor, always more stamina. Until I hit 30. I'll keep going for vigor.
Any enemy. None of the keys I have fit this cipher. Perhaps one of the alchemists. They often conceal cipher keys in their clothing.
This guy reminds me of Aldadoro because of the dog mask. But I don't think they are the same person. If they're humans especially, then, I mean... But also the question is how far back in the past this is. I think it's very far back. Maybe a few names, Geppetto and stuff is still alive. Boss?
How in the world are you still alive? All that effort to... It's no great mystery. You expected some gross speeches. And then, whoever lives, you think your story means anything? Veronique was a nuisance. The legendary stalker and the leader of... It is indeed unfortunate that my trap built for two, that so-called legend, Leia Florence evaded my scheme. You see, I abhor violence. I am grateful the alchemist dealt with variety. Now, it's your turn. And what could... You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here. An elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemist as reward for my contributions. Legendary challenges, or she too will die.
Damn. I don't get a window to oh god. I don't get a window to actually repair the... Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna try a couple more times with the claws, and then I'm gonna go and fight with the bow. Then I'm gonna...
Truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the game ends here. An elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemist as reward for my contributions. You know far too much. It's time for you to die.
Cut it. I need something which is more durable than this. Oh god. Claws just ain't gonna cut it. I'm gonna try the bow once and see if it allows me to keep my distance. But for how fast he's closing in, I don't really see that working out very well for me either. Genuinely speaking.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here. An elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemists as reward for my contributions.
No! Stupid phone. I looked away for 1 second and it was over. Okay, but the bow seems to be working better than the claws, definitely. But the problem with both the bow and the claws is that they have very poor durability for starters, and secondly, they do very limited damage. Which I'm not a fan of.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here. An elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemists as reward for my contributions. You know far too much. It's time to die.
What is happening? I ain't surviving this, am I? Oh my god, what is this guy? This guy is too hard. Shit. This guy is way too hard. Beat him like this. We're gonna have to pull out my favorite weapon. Lighter Legion arm. No. Well. Okay, here we go.
Truly
Hi,
are
boy.
nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here. An elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemist as reward for my contributions. You know far too much. It's time for you to die.
Oh no!
Two more legendary challenges, or she too will die.
I blocked too much. But okay, Twin Dragon Sword seems to be a good, like, I think it's working out well. Twin Dragon Sword is just too good as a dex weapon. if I played a little more patiently and I wait for a much clearer...
Truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here. An elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemists as reward for my contributions. What is happening?
I remember also I have this also the puppet ripper, and I also have the umbrella. Maybe I should try the puppet ripper, I don't know. Because it has better guard properties. Umbrella's unusable, I think. But Let's see.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here. You know far too much. It's time to die. On to more legendary challenges, or she too will die.
Puppet Ripper is even harder, eh? But I did get greedy trying to get the stagger bar. I think one advantage of this is it'll fill up the stagger bar faster.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here. An elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemists as reward for my contributions. What is happening?
it! Oh. My heart is pounding right now.
Please, my dear, I can explain. All this happened, all of it, because of the alchemist and their damned infighting. I had to pick a side. Don't you see? I'd have ended up like Veronique, or your precious legend. I had to choose. Please, I beg for mercy. This isn't common knowledge. But when Valentinus ran things, she was... Whatever she got up to, we were told. Even as Simon gathered more power and influence, she remained loyal to Valentinus. And when she and Simon came into direct conflict, a bounty was quietly and unofficial petition was fierce. Veronique's faction targeted her repeatedly, and our side couldn't disobey orders. This is a mistake for the cure. It was complete. Worked on carcass, as they said. I was to have her. No, I must have treatment. You're just leaving me. But you cold-blooded rogue!
Jesus Christ, man, that was...
You cold-blooded...
I'll be honest, it's the terrible conclusion that schemers like him face in the end. What a fall from grace. He had everything. Why throw it all away like this?
That was insanely difficult and insanely satisfying. That was fun. Especially because they had to pull out the puppet river. Like, to beat Dex, you need strength. To beat strength, you need Dex. The thing is, the AI is designed to fight in a specific way. Like, if it's very fast, you stand your ground and fight. And if it stands its ground, you move around it fast and you fight. So you're always supposed to be one step ahead of the AI and counter it using its own tactics, so... Ooh, boy. That was... whew. That was a good one. That was a good boss. That was way harder than,
I can't believe the leader of the bastards was conspiring with Well, let me take a look at those clothes for a moment. I'd hoped I wouldn't locate the key to this cipher machine inside. I'll decrypt it right away. Lumacchio didn't simply cooperate with the alchemists. I am truly disappointed in Lumacchio. Considering who the lighthouse keeper betrayed, I doubt if so. The only piece of advice I can give for finding...
I like that in Lies of P, you can't just, you know, do whatever you want. Like, you can't just use the same weapon and beat the whole game. You have to switch weapons. There is a better weapon for each situation, and you have to use the right weapon for the right situation. Okay. Okay, this goes into the whole next section, so it's 1 hour already. I think we'll end the video here. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Do I not have any? What? It gave me nothing? Come on. Okay, well, I'll see you all in the next one.